So good evening children, welcome to the e-learning class. Today we are going to discuss about intermediate second year economics. And already in the previous class I started children the fourth chapter of intermediate second year economics, planning. So today we are going to discuss about a very important topic from the examination point of view. A very important topic children. Every year this question, the question related to the Niti Aayog, every year it comes children. Either it comes for 10 mark, 5 mark or 2 mark. Okay, so you have to pay concentration and try to understand whatever the words, what are the things I am explaining to you related to the Niti Aayog. In my previous classes children, already I explained you that Niti Aayog, it's a new name given to Planning Commission. New name given to the Planning Commission. So what is Niti? Niti, Planning, Aayog, Commission. Its full form is National Institution for Transforming India. The full form of Niti Aayog is National Institution for Transforming India. Okay, it is an institution that is going to transform India into a modern India. Okay, and it is going to fulfill all its objectives, all its goals that was not completed by the Planning Commission. So children, what happened? It was established in the year January 1st, 2015. I hope you remember, I already explained you that what happened at the time when the 8th 5-year planning period was going on. At that time what happened children? The discussions were already started and our Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in the meeting to the Planning Commission in the year 2014, he announced that there is a need to have some changes in this Planning Commission. Okay, there is a need to have some changes in the Planning Commission. So, this Niti Aayog was established. What is Niti Aayog? If any definition will be asked, so what is Niti Aayog? Niti Aayog is established to provide a critical, directional and strategical inputs to development process. Once again, I'll repeat children. It established to provide a critical, directional and strategical inputs to the development process. That means all these things, these qualities were not there in the Planning Commission. It thinks critically. Whatever the Planning Commission, they did it children. Okay, that was very good, wonderful. 11th 5-year planning period we completed and we entered in 12th 5-year planning period from the time period of 2012. Okay, but still this Niti Aayog is going to do its work more deeper by thinking critically, critical thinking. Okay, and direction, which direction is good? Not only for the center children, this is the Niti Aayog that is touches the the opinion, that touches the suggestion, it takes the suggestion even from the village level also, from the common organization also, before to launch, before to prepare any planning. That is directional. Strategical inputs. If any strategy, they can go through like the federalism. In federalism, where both central and state government combine together and they plan for the development of the country. So all the strategies, whatever required for the development process, that is possible only by the Niti Aayog. So for what purpose children it is established? It is established to provide a critical, okay, then a directional, strategical inputs for the development process. This is Niti Aayog. It is a new name of Planning Commission and it came into force from January 1st, 2015. Came into force January 1st, 2015. Okay, so now in this today's topic Niti Aayog, we are going to discuss about nature of Niti Aayog. objectives of Niti Aayog, organizational structure of Niti Aayog, and also the functions of Niti Aayog. That means a lot of there to discuss. So whenever the questions ask children for the 10 marks, you are supposed to write everything: nature, objectives, functions, and organizational structure. So that means each and every word is very important for the examination point of view. It is a compulsory, a sure-shot question for the board examination. So let us discuss about the nature of Niti Aayog. The first nature, it seeks genuine. Genuine means true. It seeks genuine and continuing partnership of center and Indian states. Children, Niti Aayog nature is that it seeks pure partnership from center and the state. Up to now what we find that in case of any planning commission, when the planning commission was there, the majority of the the decisions were given by the central government. Central government was having more, the suggestions were taken from the central government, was having more authority, children, in giving the suggestions comparing to the state government. But now in the Niti Aayog, all the genuine, pure and the continuous partnership between the central government and all the state government, because this is the Niti Aayog that is for the development of not only one or two states but throughout for the all the states of the country, throughout the country. That is the first one, genuine partnership of center and state government. Okay, number 2, it emerged as a think tank to provide advice to central government and state government. This is important one, children. It is emerged as think. It is emerged as think that not only central government, state government, then local government, then almost all the organizations from central and state, everyone are having the right to think for the development of the country. So this Niti Aayog, it is emerged as a think, and then not only think but to tank, to fill up this thoughts of tank for the development of the country. So it is emerged as think tank to provide advice to both central government and to the state government. Okay, number 3, it helps to evolve, promote, strengthen cooperative federalism. Children, in your civics, you are learning, you learned about federalism. In your first year already in your civics, you learn about that India is following a federal structure. That means the power are shared among the states, all the states and the central government, federalism. So, in this Niti Aayog, when the importance is given not only to the state, central, but all the state and the local government, children. So, what is developing? They are developing a cooperative federalism. Everyone, federalism, where all the, all the state government, central government and the local government, they can share everything. So, to evolve, to promote, to strengthen the cooperative federalism. Okay, next one is to formulate village level plans. Now, it is clear when I said that local self-government is also a part of Niti Aayog now. So, to formulate the village level plans, and not only to formulate, to prepare the village level plan, the plan to pass to the higher authority level to get it passed for the development of that particular village. Next one is ensure that all sections of society would benefit. All sections of society, rich, not only rich, poor sections, different caste people, everyone should get benefit from this Niti Aayog. Okay, it's not concentrate only in the richer sides or the developed sides. It concentrates in overall all the development from different sections of society. Next one, it will create knowledge, it will create innovation, it will create entrepreneurial support through collaboration. That means Niti Aayog will help to create knowledge. How? When there is a healthy discussion starts between the central and state government for the development of the country, definitely it will help to increase the knowledge of the government also, that which area is backward in the country, which area needs more care, which area needs more finance, because not only one center but states throughout the states, and in that state local governments like municipalities, municipal corporation in the village level, panchayat, sarpanch, everyone will be the part to improve the knowledge of the, help to improve the knowledge of the central government. Followed by innovation. Innovation means inventions. So this Niti Aayog is helpful for many inventions. When we come to know that so and so state are backward, so and so area are backward, so definitely with the help of each of the cooperations, children, it will help to create some new innovation ideas to develop that particular area. Then entrepreneur support. Entrepreneur, you know very well, the organizer support through collaboration. That means overall development depends completely through the collaboration. So this we call as, children, the nature of Niti Aayog, a very important one from the examination point of view. So what is the nature of Niti Aayog, children? What is Niti Aayog? Now it is there before you. So it is a Niti Aayog that we find. It is established in the year January 1st, 2015. Then it established to provide a critical, directional, strategical inputs to the development process. The nature of Niti Aayog, children, one, I think up to now by learning all these nature, what we understand, complete cooperation, collaboration, state with the state and the central government for the development of the each and every region of the country. So I hope it is very clear to you. Now our next topic is, children, objectives of Niti Aayog. What is the next topic? Objectives of Niti Aayog. So children, these are the objectives of Niti Aayog. Up to now I hope that it is very clear to you about the nature of Niti Aayog. What nature we discussed today? Nature is nothing but, in this one we discuss about the complete cooperation, collaboration among all the states and the central government. Okay, now about the objectives of Niti Aayog. What is the objectives of Niti Aayog? To change the role of government from provider to the enabler. To change the role of the government. Up to now, the government was playing the role as provider. That means government was providing all the facilities to the people. But now, government is enabled to fulfill the needs of the people. Up to now it was providing, but now government is enabled, means able to provide, able to fulfill the needs. Up to now just only one side it is what was providing, but now it is able to fulfill all the needs of the people. So change the role of the government from provider to enabler. Okay. Second objective is to focus on agricultural production with food security. What does it mean? To focus on agricultural production, it means that to improve the agricultural production. Whatever the policies required for the improvement of the agricultural production, like modern technology, modern varieties, that is hybrid yield varieties of seeds, that is in the to improve the agricultural production, provide proper fertilizers, provide what you call proper loans to the farmers to cultivate it, children. Like that, there are a number of things like irrigation facilities to be provided. So now this Niti Aayog is not only it is concentrating on agricultural production, but with that agricultural production, it is keeping an eye over the food security. Food security means much amount of the food to be secure to meet the future needs. As you all know that India is a land where we find that agriculture is the main occupation. And once a time was also there that because of the natural disaster, many of the agricultural crops were spoiled. And immediately after maybe the drought or the floods or the earthquake, one or the other, because of that, what happened, children? The crops used to spoil. Now recently we observed that much of the crops are spoiled because of heavy rains in our village also, throughout the country also. So here, because of this one, what happened? The next problem before the people is from where are they going to get the food? And the problem before the government is from where are they going to supply the food to the people? So if we produce much, if we increase our production, so the additional output, what are the additional production we get it, children, that we can store it. That we can store it in the godowns to meet the needs of any time if any disaster occur. We can supply it to the people. We can supply it to the needy people. You find that now and then, whenever any disasters occur, children, like floods, like heavy rains, like drought, that is no rainfall. In that condition, we find that the crops are spoiled. Or now recently, we saw that in Hyderabad, in our village also, we find heavy rain. Because of the heavy rain, the agricultural crops are spoiled. So in the cities like area where the complete area is completely submerged or is completely filled with the water or stagnant water, children, it is difficult for the people even to go out and to get some food products for them. So at that time you find that you have seen in the televisions, you have seen in the newspaper that government supply these food packets by the help of helicopters, by the help of planes. They throw the packets, children. From where the government get all this food? This is nothing but government utilize the stored rice grains at this time of need. So now this is, I hope the concept is clear to you. So in this one, the Niti Aayog is focusing, children, not only on agricultural production, but it is focusing on the food security also. Next one, to ensure that India is an active player in deliberations of global issues. This Niti Aayog, it's another name of Planning Commission. It ensures that India is able to play a role in the deliberations of the global issues. That means if any global issues, if there are any global problems are there at the world level, India is able to solve. India is able to take up the lead to solve that problem. That means to make India strong, not only internally but externally also, to make India very strong. Next one, to utilize middle class in the process of production. This is so good that till now we find that only rich people, only the politicians were having the rights to participate, to give their ideas in the process of production. But now even the middle class also, they are getting the right, children, to give their ideas in the process of production. That means each and every class of the society, of the communities, they are able to give their suggestions and their beautiful ideas for the development process. Next one, to develop entrepreneur, scientific, human capital. Develop entrepreneur. Children, to run a business, it requires a very sharp mind entrepreneurs, organizers who are ready to take the risk. So Niti Aayog, through its planning, what they're planning is that to develop an entrepreneurial qualities, that to make a person very strong to take their own decisions very strongly, even not to bother about any risk and to think for the profit. No doubt if any losses will be there. And the scientific, the people should know how to apply that technology. Scientific human capital. Human capital means trained, skilled people. Next, Niti Aayog, they try to incorporate non-resident Indians, NRIs, in the process of development. Children, you know very well, there are many Indians are there. Now they settled in other countries of the world. So now this Niti Aayog, what they are planning, that if whatever those who are very much developed in other countries of the world, this type of people, we will take their help in the process of development. This NRIs, that means our Indians only, but now they settle in other countries, children, non-resident Indians. They are not a resident of India. They are living in some other country, but they belong to India, children, most of them. So these people, they can help, they can invest in the development process especially. So the process of development, to enhance the use of modern technology, very common one. This Niti Aayog, its objective is that to enhance, to get the use of modern technology, children. Technology, day by day, we find there is a lot of improvement in the technology. So Niti Aayog, in its planning, children, is that to provide all the latest knowledge of technology to its people. as a common children. Now you're also student, but the remaining time when the phone is in your hand, you know very well that the phone, whatever the cell phone, the mobile phone you purchase today, after 2 months it becomes somewhat old, because after 2 months whatever the new version of mobile phone comes, it comes with some good features, with some new qualities. So that means every time there is a change in technology. So but according to the change in technology, we too have to change. And that, children, is the objective of the Niti Aayog, is that to develop this the use of modern technology among the people. So these are, children, called as the objectives of Niti Aayog. So after the objectives of Niti Aayog, our question is that actually who are the members of Niti Aayog, that we call as organizational structure. So next topic for us is organizational structure of Niti Aayog. So children, now next our topic is about the organizational structure of the Niti Aayog. Organizational structure of Niti Aayog. In this one, the first organization, the chairperson of Niti Aayog is Prime Minister. Remember, I already explained you at the time of the Planning Commission also, the chairperson for Planning Commission, every time it should be a Prime Minister only. And now the chairperson for the Niti Aayog is also Prime Minister, chairperson. Next one is Vice Chairperson. Vice Chairperson, this person will be appointed by the Prime Minister. Okay. Third one is a member. Member, there are two types of members are there. The full-time members, that means full-time members means the Prime Minister time period in his office is 5 years. So full-time members mean these are the members who, how long the Prime Minister is, that belong from the Council of Ministers. So they also last for the 5 years. Full-time ministers, that is full-time members. Second one are the part-time members. Part-time members means only now and then these members, they'll give the suggestions only for a limited period of time. These members will be part of the Niti Aayog. Next one, children, ex officio member. Ex officio member, it means these are the members, at least maximum 4 members will be appointed by the Prime Minister from the Union Council, from his Union Council. And the last one, children, Chief Executive Officer. Chief Executive Officer, this is also again appointed by the Prime Minister for a fixed period of time. Fixed tenure, I wrote, children, on the board. Fixed tenure. Tenure means time period. For a fixed time period, this Chief Ex Officio, that Executive Officer will appoint, children, by the Prime Minister. But that person should be at the rank of Secretary to the Government of India. The rank of that person to whom the Prime Minister appoint as the Chief Executive Officer, he should be in the rank of Secretary to the Government of India. So this is, children, the organizational structure at the central level. Still, organizational structure is left over. What are the other organizational structure that we find? So other organizational structure, children, they concerns from the governing councils of different state ministries and the Chief Minister. Up to now we discussed Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers at the central level. At the state level, children, the Chief Ministers and their ministries. Okay, they will be the part of Niti Aayog. Second one. Now what about the third one? I told you that it is also related to the local self-government. So in the third one, children, regional councils. Regional councils will be there, children. These councils are appointed from one or the other regions of the state for a fixed period of time. The work of these regional councils is that to go through around these regions and to find out the problems, any issues or any development process or any policies to be framed it out for the development of that region, and to give that information to the state ministries, and from state ministries, children, it will pass it to the central ministries. So children, these we call as organizational structure. It is very easy one. Chairperson, Prime Minister, Vice Chairperson, the member appointed from the Prime Minister, followed by the members. Two types of members are there: part-time members, full-time members, and 2 members from the research institutions, children, followed by ex officio member. Definitely it's 4 members from the maximum 4 members appointed by the Prime Minister, and Chief Executive Officer. This is a person compulsory. He should be in the rank of Secretary to the state, to the Government of India. Okay, at the state level, Chief Minister and his ministries. Okay, and then at the central and the local level, regional councils for the region, who gives the information about the regions to the Niti Aayog. So children, this is the organizational structure of the Niti Aayog. Now the last one, that is important one, is left over is the functions of Niti Aayog. Now what are the works of Niti Aayog? Up to now we discussed nature of Niti Aayog, objectives of Niti Aayog, children, we discuss now organizational structure. Now next topic is the functions of Niti Aayog. Now, these are the functions now. We are going to discuss now about the important functions of the Niti Aayog. What are the functions of Niti Aayog? They do it, children. The first one is to transform India into cooperative and competitive federalism. Means what, children? To transform India into a cooperative federalism. Cooperative federalism, as you all know, again I have to take the references from the civics part, from the political science. You learn, children, in the political science, in your civics, that time to time there are many we are having number of things that with us, that we find that number of time there were disputes among the different states, one states to other states, like for the share of river water, for the share of one other resources, natural resources. Like sometimes we find the dispute occurred, children, between the central and the state government also. So by the help of this Niti Aayog, what they want to do, children, they want to develop, the transform India from the cooperative and the competitive federalism. A cooperative, good federalism should be there. Central and state government should go through good, and the competitive spirit should be there. It's not like that to take revenge, but it's a competition spirit. When we start going with the competition, definitely we find there will be a development also. It introduces decentralized planning from the bottom. Decentralization means when the power of the government is distributed among the various levels. That means the power of the government, up to now we know that it distributed among the central and the state government. But from the bottom line, that means now the common man also is a part of the Niti Aayog. The common man, the common areas, the region councils, the village level, village panchayat, everyone are having the right to give their own suggestions for the development of the particular areas. So here we find, children, that this Niti Aayog, it introduces the decentralization planning from the bottom. Next one, children, it prepares strategies with experts. This Niti Aayog, it prepares the different plans and the policies with experts. And these experts, by the help of the plan that are prepared by the experts, they assist the central government ministers and the state government ministers. So, same thing, it prepares strategies with the experts to and assist ministers of central government and the state government. Next one, children, Niti Aayog, it tried to solve the interstate conflict. Niti Aayog, it tried to solve all the issues, all the misunderstanding that was there among the different states. Okay, and it enables a technology upgradation. Definitely, children, Niti Aayog is giving importance for the development of the technology. Development of technology, that upgradation of technology means technology to be with more new innovation, new invention, new technique should be there. Upgradation is possible. Then it implements policies and programs and then evaluates it. So Niti Aayog is not only preparing the policies and programs, but after preparing these policies and programs, this Niti Aayog is evaluating the policies and programs, means checking. After implementation, they check it whether whatever they implemented, was it good for the country, was it good for the people, was it good for the state, or there was some problem in their policies implementation. So not only preparation of policies, but evaluation, checking of this policy is also there. Children, on these much of things we are discussing about the Niti Aayog. For what purpose, children, this Niti Aayog? What is the main aim, children? Up to now we understand is the cooperation, good collaboration, federalism, decentralized federalism, children. Then by the help of that, to develop the skill development among the youths, to remove, and skill development will be there. There will be an improvement in the education, improvement in the technology. Definitely we find it is helpful for the removal of unemployment. When unemployment removes, children, it helpful for the removal of poverty, children. And definitely we find that not only in the national issues, India will be able to become a master at the international level also. So Niti Aayog, it is nothing but children to make India a developed country of the world. For all these things children, this Niti Aayog was formed in the year 2015. So I hope the lesson is clear. As I already told you, from the 4th lesson of economics planning, only 2 topics are left, the children, that are there for the examination. That is 5-year planning period and the Niti Aayog. Remaining all the topics, whatever you find in the textbook children, that are deleted by the Board of Intermediate Education for this year because of pandemic, Corona, okay, COVID-19. So with this we completed children our 4th lesson. Okay, planning. So very soon we'll meet with the next lesson children. Okay, by that time you know what is your work. You have to go through the textbook, read line by line children, go through all the resources also, whatever the resources you want to learn, you want to refer children, go through my material also. So now by that time it's the time to leave children. So thank you one and all. Thank you children.